Good morning. Today we're going to introduce our first build competition. So welcome back to MorningCraft. Hope you're having an awesome day. Let's get started. So before we can discuss the build competition, we're going to need to catch up with the progress on the monastery. 2 episodes ago, we transformed and terraformed this village. We've got these walls guarding it and all these tiers around it. And this is going to be the subject of our first build competition. But in order to prepare it for our competition, I had to get it up to scratch and ready. And so I added this small hedge to separate off the rest of the monastery from the city. And with that done, it was time to do a little bit more landscaping. I built all these tiers and added in some flowers. But it's still pretty hard to get between these tiers. So I added a staircase between 2 of the tiers that cuts through the mountain. And with that done, it was time to continue on with the terraforming. I kept adding even more tiers to the landscape to really build out the flow of this area. And with all of this work done, it was finally time to start on the largest build of the monastery. And as we head to the other side of the monastery, we can see this upper platform in the back here. It's got a smaller platform beneath it, but it's the one in the top right covered in stone. It's nestled between the wall and the mountain, and it's going to be home to our abbey. And so I built the foundation of our abbey. It's got a central courtyard, and it's going to be the topic of our first build competition. But before I can tell you the task, we're going to have to quickly build the rest of this building. And so I fleshed out the walls, and you can see we've got 2 archways over a second courtyard. These walls also embed into one of the houses, which we are going to tweak slightly. I'm also fairly sure this is the first time I've used sandstone in the Thildrim Vale. But here you can see the abbey coming together. You've got our main courtyard and this pretty cool tower with a walkway that runs alongside the main walls. And the colour scheme for this build so far really reminds me of the market hall back in Mornington. But you can see here I've completed the gate and added this left side building as well with another tower. We are going to redecorate that house attached to the building to make it match the colour scheme. You can see here the abbey is taking shape. And now that it's all coming together, it's time to reveal our very first build competition. The abbey has 3 of these smaller towers and a very high contrast colour scheme. But it has this large tower here, and it's a 9x9 base. And for our first competition, the goal is going to be to design the top of this tower. All you have to do is submit a schematic file into the Discord, which you'll find a link for in the description down below. The last entry will be the 15th of January, and the winner will also get to name the abbey in its entirety. And the whole abbey will be redecorated to match this tower. And so there we have it, our first build competition revealed. Remember to join the Discord and submit your schematic in the abbey-competition channel. Last entry is 15th of Jan, and here's the daily quote.